previous videos, we talked about the preliminary estimations, which is carried out during the financial feasibility studies of a development project. This preliminary estimations is basically a rough estimations carried out at the early stage of the project, especially during the conceptual stage, before all the technical designs. Lacking the details of the technical design, we don't have much information for us to really work out the cost of the development. Therefore, the development cost will be estimated on basis of some working numbers in reference to the previous experience. Because of this, the preliminary estimations are normally inaccurate and more conservative. Even so, the preliminary estimations can give us some quick ideas whether the project is profitable and how much will be the capital return for undertaking the project. We analyze the profitability of the project as a mechanism to screen through whether the project is worth considering. And then we look into the capital return for us to decide whether the project is worth investing. Now, these preliminary estimations cover several major costs, namely the construction costs, land costs, and other expenses. All those costs are computed on basis of the estimations, and these estimations can be based on the previous experience or certain realistic working numbers. It depends to which degree you would like the preliminary estimations to be closely reflecting the actual cost. In the other expenses, you can refine the details. The more refined it is, the more accurate. This is of course when your working number used is realistically reflecting the actual cost for the project. We mentioned that there is another type of estimations which can give a good estimate for the return of investment. Conditional to you have sufficient information on the technical designs. In the context of integrated design project, you will do rough estimations in the project feasibility study report during the IDP 1, and then in the second semester, which is IDP 2, you will need to do the project cash flow and revenue analysis. This can give you a fair estimate in terms of the return of investment. It also gives you ideas, the estimated figures of the capitals that you need to put into the project in order to finance the construction activities of the project. In these videos, we're going to talk about the cash flow analysis. To analyze the cash flow, you require complete information in terms of the technical design. The bills of quantities provide you information regarding the qualities and the quantities of the work required to be carried out in order to complete the project. The bills of quantity, it will be a part of the tender document that is sent to the contractor to bid the cost for the project. And then the contractor quote the price and bid for the tender. If the price bid by the contractor is accepted by the employer, this forms the contract documents. And then the construction work shall be paid based on the cost stated in the contract document. In another word, you need the quantities in the bills of quantities, and you will get the cost from the contract document. This allows you to work out the cash flow analysis. At the same time, you will need to also look into the master work program in terms of the schedules as well as the sequence of the work. Based on the master work program, you will know to which stage the project is anticipated to be at certain period of time. This will need to be checked against the bills of quantities as well as the contract document to determine the cash flow of the project. And all these bills of quantities, master work program as well as the contract document, they are produced on basis of the technical design as produced in the integrated design project 1 in the context of integrated design project. So at the end of the day, if you need to produce the project cash flow, basically you require all the technical aspects are readily available. Next, let us talk about some basic concept of the cash flow. We have cash inflow and cash outflow. This is referring to the movement of the cash coming in or going out of your company while undertaking a project. Cash inflow means that the cash is coming into your company, and cash outflow referring to the cash going out from your company. Now the differences between the cash inflow and the cash outflow that gives you the net cash flow. The positive net cash flow means that you have more money coming in than money going out. As for the negative net cash flow, that means you have more money going out than coming in. Theoretically, if you can maintain that the entire project, there is always more cash inflow than cash outflow, basically you can ensure the completions of that particular project without any capital investment. You can use the surplus of the cash inflow to finance the project activities for the development project. In reality, this is often very hard to achieve. What is more realistic, you will have a faster cash outflow than the cash inflow at the early stage. To some degree, the net cash flow break-evens, and then onward, you will get the positive cash flow. During the process of the negative net cash flow, you will need to prepare a certain amount of the capital in order to ensure the project is running until the net cash flow turns positive. Now the question here is how much capital you need to prepare to keep the project running smoothly. This is the importance of analyzing the cash flow. Having this basic understanding established, now we can discuss how to analyze the cash flow of a construction project.